Hi, hello, how are you? If you don't know me, hello, I'm Stars and I talk about things on the internet because I have no one to talk to. So, yeah, today I was not feeling great, so before going to sleep or, well, just ramble on things with music in the night, I decided to quickly record because I think that getting things out of my mind would make me feel a little better. So, yeah. So, um, 2 days ago, on Friday, I went to another city, uh, to go to a concert of a band that I like. The concert was amazing, by the way. And well, to go to that city, I did everything to look and feel like another person. I straightened my curly hair, I used more makeup, I planned my outfits, I posted stories with me lip syncing to stuff, things that I don't usually do. And mainly, I let myself go because I didn't know anyone there. So it made me feel more comfortable for me to actually be myself, and it actually felt great. I felt confident. I feel even a little bit egotistical. I remember I was talking with G, and no, I was talking with E, sorry, with E, and about a theme, and I remembered that he said something, and I said, like, well, I don't know, and either I care. And he was like really surprised. He says, like, wow, I really like this version of you. Like, you are actually not trying to defend the person or the situation that we were talking about. And I was like, wow, there was a difference. So after those 3 days that I stayed on that city, I came back. Today is Monday, and I went to school again. And I quickly noticed why I did this whole stuff about making me look different and feel different. Because today I really realized that I don't like being myself. I am either too shy. Yeah, I am too shy to do anything. And I never talk for myself, like, ever. I laugh at everybody's jokes. I let everybody, like, just walk through me. Even my friends. I am everybody's joke. Like, and not even like the gay, the usual gay joke that I told you about, like, last video. Yeah, those are annoying, but still, I'm even like a current joke on my friend group. Like, they even have like this current joke when they, like, every time I would talk, they would just shout out, like, shut up, name. And they would do this every single day. And it's annoying. I don't like it. I don't like being shushed down. But it is started as a joke. But now it doesn't feel like a joke. I know it's a joke. I know they don't do it because, like, to hurt me. But I think that maybe I am just being too sensible, too dramatic for it to actually like hit me the way it does. But sometimes I just don't feel good with myself, and those kind of jokes and stuff don't make me feel good. So yeah, especially today. Today, almost all of my friend group didn't went to school because, like, notes are already finished. So we're just going to school to complete, like, these assignments, but we don't have like a note. So yeah, it's pretty much unnecessary to go to school right now. And I stayed with some of the friends that were there, and I didn't feel good. I was quiet. I didn't heard anybody insult me today or shouting shut up to me, but yet I felt even worse than I would do normally, and I don't know why. So yeah, today I practically broke down during PE class, physical education. For the record, I don't like physical education. I used to like it a lot. I used to like sports a lot, but I haven't done any sports like since a year ago. But well, practically like a year ago, I only did sport for a month. So we can technically say that I haven't done like sports outside PE class since 3 years ago. Why? Because I don't like sports in teams, because I don't like how people get when they are like being competitive and stuff. So I used to climb walls, and I used to like it a lot. But then I moved to another city, to the city that I'm currently on. I stopped doing that, and then I tried to do it again, but then money got low, and we practically can't pay the gym anymore. So I haven't done any sports. So I don't like PE class. And we were playing volleyball, and I really hate volleyball because I don't know how to play. But almost every single one of my class does. So they get pretty competitive, and they tend to be the person that when you do something wrong, they would look at you like really bad or would shout at you, and I really don't like it. So we were playing, and I was literally like standing there scratching my arm, like pressing my nails in my arm. And a teammate of mine, a friend of mine, was telling me, hey, get loose, you can do this. And I tried. I was still tense, but I kind of tried. And when that happened, the ball literally went in, hit my face like this. I felt every single one of my classmates' eyes on me. And I started to cry, but like not in like a breakdown kind of crying. I was crying, but then like, this is like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I am okay, yeah. And then I looked like quickly to my PE teacher, and I said like, can I go to the bathroom? And she said like, what? And I said like, can I go to the bathroom? And then I was like, actually started to break down. She started to cry, and she said like, yeah. So I went to the bathroom. I seated down, and I started crying. I was like a panic attack or something like that. Like I was like shaking, I guess. My legs were shaking, and I didn't feel good. I was like going like this. I don't know how to explain. And I was trying to like shush me down, like, why are you crying? Stop crying. And then I like calmed me down, and I just wiped my tears off. My face was all red because I am a really pale person, if you can tell. And so you can really notice when I cry when something happens. So I just went down to the bathroom, looked at me in the mirror, and one of my friends, she looked at me and she hugged me, and trust, I literally started to break down again. I was like, yeah, don't worry, I'm fine. And I literally kind of pushed her. And then it came the whole, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, it just hit my eye, to like make everybody believe that I was crying because it hit my eye and not because I failed. and I felt everybody's eyes on me. It was horrible. So yeah, luckily it was like after that class we had math, and that was the last class, so then I could get home. But I literally felt the pittiness, you know, the kind of pittiness that you feel when you like, oh, this girl got hit and she started crying. Because Ara was like, hey, hi. She was like being all nice to me, and she's always nice. But right now she was like giving me a little bit more like attention, and I was like, yeah, like laughing it off. But I literally wanted to cry, and I couldn't cry. I haven't cried since that. I really want to cry, but I can't. So yeah, so that happened, and it didn't feel good, you know. It didn't feel like the comfort of a friend, you know. I just kind of feel like I don't have have friends anymore, you know, even though like I'm kind of like surrounded by them, you know. It doesn't feel like before, you know, when I have this whole friend group. You know, I can look like at my wall with pictures of me and my current friends, and it doesn't feel like they are my friends. They feel like they're just like random people I like and I spend my time with. You know, they're not like my best friends. They're just there. They're my friends. But I don't feel like I have them, you know? I feel like I'm just someone that's replaceable, you know? Losing my friend group actually made me feel really replaceable, and I think that just stuck with me, you know. I can just feel this friend group at any moment. I can just go and they wouldn't notice, or maybe they would, but they wouldn't care, because they have their other persons, their other people, the people that were there before me, before everything happened. And I know they care about me, but I don't even feel comfortable with them, you know. It's not like it's not even like if I live. No, I want to live. I want to live. I want to find another friend group. I want to go back to my old friend group, you know. And I can't even believe it, you know. During recess, I was with my friends, and I was with this friend specifically that he's really like, he doesn't think what he says. And there was also L was also there, and they were talking about M, you know. And they were talking about, L was talking about how M was looking fatter, because like L got to saw M like, I don't know, 2 days ago. I was like saying, no, yeah, she's looking a little bit fatter, and me and R was like, hey, you can say that, like that's an insecurity. Like he was actually acting like an asshole, and that shocked me a lot. And then this other friend of mine, he was like, yeah, and starz name me, yeah, and starz is literally holding her laugh right now. And I was like, what? And it was like, yeah, laugh. And I was like, why would I laugh? I mean, you have the whole like right to laugh. And I was like, yeah, but it's not funny. Girl, laugh. Like he literally like screamed at me like, laugh, like hold into vengeance, into revenge. And I was like, what? He's like, they, and then he goes like, they treated you wrong. And Elle was there, and he was like, what? He knows. He was just acting crazy. And I was like, freezed. I almost cried there. Also, because I wasn't feeling good. Then I cried during PE, but I could have cried earlier, you know? Then I had class with him, and he was like, oh my God, but you had the whole right to love. Why didn't you love? And I was like, yeah, but I am not like that. So yeah, I don't know, but that situation, like thinking back now, it just makes me realize how much I actually miss my old friend group. And because by that, I am really like feeling dismotivated, unhappy. I don't feel good. Because like I used to go to school only for my friend group, you know? Because school's a shit. Sorry. And now I don't have it. And everything happened. You know, I am just getting used to this new friend group where I don't feel comfortable in. So, why to go to school? You know? I don't feel good. I just want vacations to start. You know, I feel like my only real friend is E. Yeah, he's the only real one. Or my other friend that we're gonna call C. Let's call him C, new character. Yeah, C and E. They are my two best friends, but I would say like, yeah, they are my two best friends, like real friends. They are. It feels crazy to say, well, I used to have 6 real friends, and now I only have 2. And they're both males. Great. It's nothing bad that they are males, you know, that they are boys. But it just only adds to this whole you're being such a pick-me kind of mentality. That even I sometimes think like, am I acting like a pick-me, or are people actually seeing me? I just sometimes want to scream at them, I like girls. Even though I also like boys, but I don't like them. I just want people to shut up, you know? I want to go to occasions forever. I want to graduate. I am done. So, yeah. Tomorrow I'm not going to school. It hasn't been like, I can't handle right now being this whole happy person I am because I don't know how to feel bad around people. I just force myself to be happy, you know? And it's like something I truly can't turn down. I can't feel bad around people. And when I do, I spiral and I break down and it's horrible. So yeah, I can't with that. So I asked my mom, hey, can I say tomorrow at home I promise I will study because I have this whole fucking exam called the B1. It's like a German exam. So I'm redoing it because I failed. So yeah. So basically I can't stand acting happy around people right now. I'm so done. You know, it's like, you know, this hasn't been my year for me, nor for my mom or my whole family, you know. I would talk about the things that happened around my family in another video because this is getting long. And I actually just want to hold on into this, but just to say, and with the context of the other videos, it hasn't been the best year for me, my mom, my dad, my grandpa, my grandma. It's been shit, pure shit. And I'm really done, you know? The environment at home, it's harsh. I don't feel happy here. I don't even have the motivation to do anything. The only motivation I have is to do my hair or to put on makeup that I don't have now because there's no money to buy it. So, and I do that to keep the looks. I do that to keep the happy me. That nothing happens me. If I didn't have to do that, I wouldn't even do it. I don't have the motivation to even clean my room. I'm done. I've been doing this for the whole year. I can't do it. I'm done. So yeah. That's it. I don't know. I just want this year to be over. I want this whole school years to be over. I want to be able to just get out of here, get into a plane, go into college, and start all over and be the version I was at the concert. Be me, or the version I think it's me. Because I am being me. It's just that the real me is the one I show at school, and that's shitty. I don't like her. I like the confident version of myself that I was when I went to the concert. So yeah. The dogs at their neighborhood are barking. And yeah. Thanks for listening. Stars out.